Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to West Sports Cards group break number 4256. This one is our Upper Deck case break, team random. We are doing a few here, guys. More here slowly. Okay, so let's tag everybody in this one, guys. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ray, what's up, buddy? Let's hope so. There you go, guys. Too nervous. You gotta open them. Some big cards in this product. Okay, guys, let's start it up with our team random. Good luck here. Here we go. Good luck. Dice roll is 12. Let's do the teams 12 times. And 12. So Devils are on 32. Calgary 21, Edmonton 19, Ducks are 15, Buffalo 11, Boston 10, and Chicago on 4. So that's where you want to land. And Winnipeg 1. Winnipeg to the Devils, guys. So let's copy that. Teams are now set. Winnipeg on 1, Chicago 4, Devils on 32. So good luck, guys. Here's the names. We'll do it 12 times. 10, 11, and 12. There it is, 12. So we got Regan Podolak on 32, Roddy Booth on 1, and we got Frank Stain on number 4. So let's copy and match the teams, guys. Roddy Booth, Jets, Curtis Nordstrom, Tampa, Rangers, Steve James, Chicago, Frank Stain. Ray T gets Ottawa, Arizona, Tyson Rollick, Florida, Tyrone Powell. Jason Werbecki gets the Islanders. Mo Ritchie, Nashville. Doug Parker, Boston. Adam Doyle, Buffalo. Paul Kamasic gets the Sharks. David Hennigan, Carolina. Bikramjit Selwara gets Columbus. Tyson Rollick, the Ducks. Felice Perugini, the Wild. Claus Lentz, Pittsburgh. LA Kings, Regan. Podolak, Curtis Nordstrom, Oilers. Chris Thibodeau, Colorado. Kale Pasternak gets Calgary. Zach Jameson, the Blues. Dave Stratachuk, Detroit. Team B, Vegas. Dennis Malley gets the Habs. Terrence Potskin, Vancouver. Corey A, Dallas. Dimitri Papa Demetrio gets the Caps. Kyle Hobbs, the Flyers. Steve James, Seattle. David Hennigan, Toronto. And Regan gets the Devils. All right, guys. There it is. There's our sealed case. We'll put this on the screen so you guys can see, and then we'll start her up. Okay, 42.56 this one is, guys. Okay, let's pull something huge today. Let's crack her open. Four, 8, and 12. Alright guys, let's do her up. Put these here. Crack number 1 first. I'll lower this a little so you can see the hits laid down. Let me just get my box ready. Alright guys, good luck. Here's box number 1. We have a Samsonov for TO, Blake Wheeler for the Jets, and a Tyler Angle Young Gun for Columbus. Toffoli, Calgary, a black and white Garland for the Canucks, and Forster for Philadelphia. We got John Gibson for the Ducks, Mackie Samoskevich, Young Gun for Florida, and a Program of Excellence, Tyson Forster, Canvas. So we got a Stutzel for Ottawa, Aho for Carolina, and a Connor Bedard portrait. Chicago, first Bedard. Hey, how's it going, Jimmy? What's up, buddy? We have a gold speckle coming up. It is first Foligno for the Wild, a Young Gun of Stanislav Svozil for Columbus, and then Connor McDavid, 18 of 153. Monster season gold parallel. Got a blue speckle of Ovi for the Caps. Matty Beniers, Seattle, and Nyes for Toronto. Nah, not really. It's still pretty good, buddy. It's still going. McDavid, Oilers, Svechnikov, Carolina, and Scheifele for the Jets. Oh, he's everywhere, but they still want more, I guess, right? Matthews, Toronto, Matt Murray, Young Gun for Dallas, and a Marchment outburst for Dallas. We have a Vanasek for the Devils, to Chuck for Florida, and a Kopanen for Boston. Jack Eichel, Vegas, Makar for Calgary, and a Connor Zary Young Gun for the Flames. Not sure where Mother Stan went. I guess we're going to work with 3 today. Kakinen for the Sharks, Fowler for the Ducks, and Marilainen for Ottawa. Then we have a Stutzel for Ottawa, Billy Sweezy Young Gun for Columbus, and a Lindholm for Calgary. Okay, decent start. Box 1. Number 2. Okay, if you do, good luck. I hope so. You got the tracking uploaded, right, Jimmy? So push that in a little. There we go. Okay, we have a Jordan Kyrou for the Blues, Tristan Jarry for Pittsburgh, and a Ty Carty for Seattle. Kucherov for Tampa, Barzal Islanders, and McDonough for Vancouver. Then a Vanasek for the Devils, a Matt Murray Young Gun for Dallas, and a Tyson Barrie for Nashville. Tage Thompson, Buffalo, Doughty for LA, and Svozil for Columbus. No worries, buddy. It's up. Should be sent to you an email. We have an exclusive Tyler Toffoli, 96 of 100 for the Flames. And then Konecki for the Flyers, and an Emile Andre Young Gun for the Flyers. Then we have a speckle of Connor McDavid Oilers, Evander Kane Oilers, and a Brock Faber for the Wild. Seattle might be okay. Grubauer for Seattle, Rangers, Zibanejad, and a Walker Door Young Gun for Calgary. Arbor Xhekaj for Montreal, Kopitar for LA, and then we have a black and white Young Gun canvas, Sean Farrell for the Habs. Okay, we got a Thompson for Buffalo. Okay, we got a couple good ones here, I think, anyways. Well, this guy's Oiler. Raphael Lavoie for the Oilers. And then we have a Young Gun canvas for the Devils, Luke Hughes. His Young Gun Series 1 is Canvas Series 2. When you get the Devils and you're like, why the Devils, eh? There you go. We'll take Bedard portrait down for now. McDavid, Oilers, Jarrett McCann, Seattle, DeFore for the Islanders. Draisaitl, Edmonton, a Kevin Korchinski, young gun for Chicago, and a Mackie Samoskevich, outburst young gun for Florida. One more pack. Box number 2. We got a Olivier for Columbus, Josh Morrissey, Jets, and Lacombe for the Ducks. Okay, here we go for box 3, guys. Leon Draisaitl, Edmonton, Crosby, Pittsburgh, and a Luke Hughes for the Devils. We have a Slavkovsky highlighter yellow for Montreal, Bobrovsky, Florida, Ty Emberson, young gun for the Sharks. Excuse me. Bobrovsky, Speckle, Florida, Kempe, LA, and a Bobby McMahon, Toronto. We got a Bergeron and Pastrnak, both for Boston, and a Clay Stevenson young gun for the Capitals. Markstrom for Calgary, red fluorescence, Hugh McGing for St. Louis, and a gritty portrait. That's for Philly. We got a Beniers for Seattle, Damien Giroux for the Wild, and a Rasmus Dahlin for Buffalo. Monster season of McDavid, Oilers, Pittsburgh, Crosby, and Matt Murray, Dallas. AJ Greer for Boston. We have a outburst of Erik Karlsson and a Leo Carlson, a young gun for the Ducks. Leo Carlson, Ducks. Leon Draisaitl, Edmonton, Barabanov for the Sharks, and Ridley Gregg, Ottawa. Tkachuk for Florida, Olivier for Columbus, and a Justin Sordiff, Florida young gun. McDavid, Oilers. We got Jamie Benn, Dallas, and a Peltier for Calgary. Georgiev for Colorado, Ryan Shea young gun for Pittsburgh, and a Morgan Frost for Philly. Okay, this is what, box 4, I believe. We got Thatcher Demko for the Canucks, Nuge for the Oilers, and an Alex Laferriere, young gun, LA Kings. We got Liam O'Brien, Arizona, clear cut of Braden Schneider, Rangers, and a Jack Hughes for the Devils. We got a Jack Hughes Devils, Pavel Mintyukov for the Ducks, and a Yari Curry retired canvas for the Oilers. Austin, Toronto, Logan Couture for the Sharks. Will Cooley, Rangers. We have a gold speckle, Stuart Skinner. These ones aren't numbered, for the Oilers. Kochetkov for Carolina, and a Hardy Haman Akhtel Young Gun for Capitals. Travis Konecny, Flyers. Jake DeBrusk, Boston, and Afanaseyev. Connor McDavid, Oilers. Braden Point, Tampa, and Askarov for Nashville. We got Crosby for Pittsburgh, a Mikhail Pethia, Young Gun for Columbus, and a Hronek for the Canucks. Outburst. We have a Tage Thompson, Buffalo, Granlund for Pittsburgh, and a Clevin for Ottawa. Mitch Marner, Toronto, Barzell for the Islanders, and a Samuel Nazco Young Gun for Columbus. Sorokin for the Islanders, Stamkos, Tampa, and a Nuge for the Oilers. We have Kopitar, LA, Ty Emberson, Sharks, and a Pedersen for Vancouver. Okay, there's 4, I believe. Here's number 5. All right, let's... Got to get some excitement here. Bounty, by the way, is $100 for this break. We got a Pastrnak, Boston, Tyler Seguin, Dallas, Ridley Greig for Ottawa. We got a Toffoli, Pink Dazzler, Calgary, Logan Thompson for Vegas, and a Fraser Minton Young Gun for Toronto. Pezzetta for the Habs, a Pedersen and Nuge. Canvas checklist will be random, and then a Kucherov for Tampa. Unless the same guy has Edmonton in that. Nordstrom and Terrence will random those two. Sorokin, Islanders, Forsberg, Nashville, and a Matt Tompkins Young Gun for Tampa Bay. We have Vasilevsky, Tampa Bay, Marchand, Boston, and a Luke Hughes for the Devils. Tanner Jeannot, Tampa Bay, Ilya Soloviev for Calgary, and a Kirill for the Wild. McDavid, Oilers, Panarin, Rangers, and a Kyrou for the Blues. Hellebuck for the Jets, Hugh McGing for St. Louis, and a Dickinson for Chicago. We have a Saros for Nashville, Lucas Reichel, Chicago, Owen Beck for the Habs. Larkin, Detroit, Morgan Riley, Toronto, and a Ty Cartier for Seattle. I think so too, Alex. Yeah. Josh Brown for the Coyotes, Drew Doughty clear cut for LA, and a Matt Murray for Dallas. McKinnon for Colorado, Kevin Korchinski, Chicago, and Travis Konecny for the Flyers. All right, guys. That was box 5. Here's number 6. Okay, we got Rantanen for Colorado, Vasilevsky, Tampa, Dewar for Calgary. Red, Deep Woods of Dylan Larkin, Merzlikins for Columbus, Walker Duehr, Young Gun for Calgary. Kucherov, Tampa Bay, Zibanejad, Rangers, and Pelche for Calgary. McTavish for the Ducks, Pastrnak for Boston, Nicholas Matin-Paulo, Young Gun for Ottawa. Dearlay for the Flyers, Marner, Toronto, and Casper for Detroit. We have Gustafsson for the Wild, Swanee, Nick Swanee for the Wild, and a Tom Wilson for the Capitals. Pedersen for the Canucks, Keller for Arizona, and Mark Del Gazzo for Nashville. Copley for LA, and we have a red fluorescent Jackson Lacombe for the Ducks. J-Rob for Dallas. And then we got Tkachuk for Florida. A Young Gun canvas of Ty Carte for Seattle, and a Leo Carlson, second Leo for the Ducks. So 2 Leos, there we go. McDavid, Oilers, Pedersen, Vancouver, and Levi for Buffalo. We got a Sam Carrick for the Ducks, Bobby McMahon Young Gun for Toronto, and a Stanislav Svozil Outburst Young Gun for Columbus. Tristan Jarry, Pittsburgh, Kubalik, Detroit, and Edvinsson, Detroit. Okay, there's 6, guys. Here is box 7. We got a Jack Hughes for the Devils, Braden Point, Tampa Bay, Evangelista for Nashville. We have a deluxe JT Miller, 85 of 250, Vancouver. Eichel for Vegas, and a Mason Lohrei, Young Gun for Boston. Tage Thompson, Buffalo, Philip Forsberg for Nashville, and an Askarov for Nashville. Pedersen, Vancouver, Patrick Maroon, Tampa, and a John Ludwig for Pittsburgh. Zegras for the Ducks. We have Aaron Ekblad for Florida, and Bolduc for the Islanders. Shesterkin, Rangers, Jackson Lacombe Young Gun for the Ducks, and a Kucherov for Tampa Bay. Jordan Kyrou, St. Louis, Kucherov, Tampa, and a Morella, young gun for Tampa. Allmark for Boston, Johnny Gaudreau, Columbus, and a Kellerman for Arizona. Erik Karlsson for San Jose, and we hit one. Devon Toews for, and then we got a Connor Bedard, young gun. Nice one. Frank Stain. We have glaring of Pedersen for Vancouver, Kirill for the Wild, and McWard for Vancouver. Vejmelka, Arizona, and Arturs Silovs, young gun for Vancouver, and a Romanov for the Islanders. Last pack. We have a Wi-Fi for the Habs, Braden Chen, St. Louis, and a Keller for Arizona. Okay, there's box 7. Let's do number 8. I know it's tough. We're going to try to do, like I said, this, and then I think we're going to change it back and forth with the Chicago random, right? Adrian Kempe, LA, Mangiapane for Calgary, and a Luke Hughes for the Devils. Then a yellow highlighter, Erik Karlsson for the Sharks, Kirill for the Wild, and a Hugh McGing for St. Louis. Jarrett McCann, Seattle, Teravainen for the Carolina, and Nestorenko for the Ducks. Pizzetta for the Habs, Larkin for Detroit, and Tyler Angle, young gun for Columbus. We have a Mitch Marner for Toronto, Sean Farrell for the Habs, and a Tyler Angle clear-cut young gun for Columbus. Binnington for St. Louis, a Tristan Lunet young gun for the Ducks, and a young gun canvas checklist. Logan Cooley and Luke Hughes. So that's a nice one. Arizona and Devils. That'll be a random for those two. Unless the same guys have them, of course. Arizona is Tyson, and New Jersey will. So we got McDavid for the Oilers, Ovechkin for the Caps, and a Jack Eichel for Vegas. Saros for Nashville, John Beecher for Boston, and Ryan Hartman for the Wild. And Regan has the Devils, so that'll be random for you two. Yeah, there you go, Blair. You got to do a trade with him. He just wants Chicago. Georgiev for Colorado, Matt Murray, Toronto, and Desnoyers for Philly. Kempe for LA, Carter Hart for Philly, and a Michael Kesselring young gun for Arizona. Watson for Ottawa, Austin Matthews, Toronto, and a Coronado for Clayton Keller, Arizona. Lucas Conn for the Habs, and Matthew Barzal for the Islanders. Okay, guys, let's do number 9. We have a Bo Horvat for the Islanders, Rantanen, Colorado, and Gounet for Ottawa. Population count of Luke Evangelista, Nashville, Pop 1000. Then Kyle Connor for the Jets and a Uvis Belinskis, Florida, Young Gun. Grubauer, Seattle, Ottinger, Dallas, and a Tage Thompson for Buffalo. Carlson, Sharks, Skinner, Oilers, and a Dmitry Vorokonov for Columbus. Ovechkin for the Caps. We got Backlund for Calgary and Patera for Vegas. McEwen for LA, Luke Phillip, Young Gun for Chicago, and Maselli for the Coyotes. McDavid for the Oilers, Robertson, Dallas, and Brett Burns for Carolina. We got a Ville Husso, Detroit, Hunter Shepard, Young Gun for the Caps, and a Michael Rasmussen, Detroit. Draisaitl, Oilers, Thompson, Vegas, Dustin Wolf for Calgary. We got Robertson, Dallas, Werenski for Columbus, and a Young Gun checklist, Bedard and Carlson. Again, will be random unless there's 2. Ryan Reeves for the Wild, red fluorescence, Luke Phillip, Chicago, and a Gutman for Chicago. We got Mad Sogard, Ottawa, Matthew Poitras for Boston, Young Gun, and a Logan Cooley, nice. Arizona, Young Gun canvas, nice one, 2. We got a Luke Hughes and this one, 2 good canvas ones. So there's no content for these guys of Young Guns, but at least they have canvases. Maybe they're saving Fantelli. I'm not sure if he's in this product. I thought he was, but... Okay, here's number 10, guys. Draisaitl for the Oilers, Yossi, Nashville, and Desaulniers for the Flyers. Valerie Nichushkin for Colorado, Bobrovsky for Florida, and Joel Teasdale for the Habs, Young Gun. Kirill for the Wild, Sonny Milano, Washington, and Farrell for the Habs. Bergeron, Boston, Letang, Pittsburgh, and Lucas Condotta, Young Gun for Montreal. Markstrom for Calgary, Michael Backlund, Calgary, and a Panarin for the Rangers. Beniers for Seattle. We got a John Beecher, Young Gun for Boston, and a Devin Levi, Young Gun canvas for Buffalo. Kirill Kaprizov for the Wild. Crosby, Pittsburgh. Brock Faber, Wild. AJ Greer, Boston. Damian Hunt for the Wild. And a Matthew Portress, Young Gun Outburst, Boston. Adrian Kempe, LA. Dawson Mercer, Devils. And McDonough for Vancouver. Larkin, Detroit. Olivier for Columbus. And a Raphael Lavoie for the Oilers. McDavid, Oilers. Draisaitl, Oilers. And Forsberg, Nashville. Georgia for Colorado. Emile Andre for Flyers. And Kadri for Calgary. Okay, there's 10 guys. Okay, number 11. David Pastrnak, Boston. Connor McDavid, Oilers. And Casper for Detroit. We got a Kuznetsov, pink. Dazzler for the Caps. Thompson for Vegas. Mason Lohrei for Boston. We got a Bergeron, Boston. Mark Giordano, Toronto. And a nice Toronto. Svechnikov, Carolina. Forsberg for Nashville. Maxence Gounet for Ottawa. Vasilevsky, Tampa. Scheifele for the Jets. Kopanen for Boston. Jeannot for Tampa. Luke Phillip, Young Gun, Chicago. And a Kopitar for the Kings. Larkin, Detroit. Shabbat, Ottawa. And a Bill Sweezy, Young Gun for Columbus. Josh Brown, Arizona. Roope Hintz, Dallas. And a Pelche for Calgary. McKinnon for Colorado. Walteri Mirella, Young Gun for Tampa. And a Levi Merilainen, Young Gun canvas for Ottawa. Got McDavid for the Oilers. Panarin, Rangers. And a Trevor Zegras for the Ducks. We got a Hellebuck for the Jets. We have a Palmieri Islanders and another Bedard. Connor Bedard 2 times. All right, Frankie. AJ Greer, Boston. Thomas Hertl, San Jose. And Dorr for Calgary. Hey guys, we got our last box. No exclusive yet. Bounty's at 100 and climbing, I guess, but we'll see. Forsberg, Nashville. We got Aho for Carolina and a Tristan Lunet Young Gun for the Ducks. Ottinger for Dallas. Forsberg, Nashville, and Svozil for Columbus. Caulfield for Montreal. Damien Giroux Young Gun Wild, and a Taylor Radish for Chicago. Cole Caulfield for the Habs, Gallagher Habs, and Lacombe for the Ducks. Population count of Carter Hart, 500 for the Flyers, Jake Allen, Montreal, and a Hunter Shepard Young Gun for the Capitals. Binnington for St. Louis, Schwartz for Seattle, and Charlie McAvoy for the Bruins. Darcy Kemper for Capitals, Lawson Crouse, Arizona. And we got a Maxence Gounet Young Gun for Ottawa. Panarin Rangers, and a red fluorescent Henry Thurn for San Jose, and a Dufour for the Islanders. Trent Frederick for Boston. We have a Zach Benson for Buffalo, and a Maxime Gounet Young Gun canvas for Ottawa. McDavid for the Oilers, Clayton Keller, Arizona, Bobby McMahon, Toronto. Johnny Gaudreau for Columbus, Ryan Shea Young Gun for Pittsburgh, and a Kochetkov for Carolina. Outburst. Mitch Marner, Toronto, Jeannot for Tampa, and a Pedersen for Vancouver. Okay, that's box 12, guys. 2 Bedards. And then we have a few randoms now. 3 randoms, to be exact. Okay, guys, so let's see in order. So we got first the National Hockey Card Day packs. Then we got Vancouver, Edmonton random. Oh yeah, $50 group break credit, of course. Bounty goes up to $125 next break. Then we got Arizona and Devils. And then Chicago and Anaheim. So 3 randoms. This will be the first one. This will be the second one. And third, order of polls. Alright, guys. So let's do our prizes first. I believe it was 12. So we're going to keep going 12 times, guys. So this one will be for the National Hockey Card Day packs, the winner after 24. And 24. And the winner of the National Hockey is Kale Pasternak. Kale, congrats on that. And next up, $50 group break credit. Another 12. So winner will be after 36. And 36, the $50 winner goes to Regan Podolak. Regan, congrats, you won a $50. Okay, and now for the prizes. So we got first Vancouver and Edmonton. Okay, 12 times for this one. And the winner of that is Edmonton. Now Arizona, Young Gun Canvas, Cooley and Hughes. Arizona and the Devils. Alright, 12 times. Winner is Devils on that one. Chicago and Anaheim for the Young Gun checklist. Okay, 12 times. And that goes to the Ducks. So the Ducks gets the Young Gun checklist, guys. All right. Thanks for joining in, guys. Look for a new one tomorrow as well. And we got one more to do tonight, which is our game used. I'll be online for that shortly. I'll just get this set up, put away, and we'll be back for 22-23 game use case. Bounty is sitting pretty high. Bounty on that one looks like it's $2,900, guys. We need